we met this guy, his name's Eager, on the bus, and at first he was really skeptical of what we were doing, especially because, you're from America, you speak Russian, like, what are you doing here, what do you want? My companion said, look, we're just here as missionaries, and we help people come closer to Christ and be happier. We also do service for people. He was kind of taken back by that, and my companion asked if we could do any service for him. He said, well, I need to redo the wallpaper in my house, in my apartment, and so he said, sure, we'd love to come over and help you. So a few days later, we went over to his apartment, and he was still, again, he answers the door, like you could tell he's just not quite trusting us or what we're up to. But we went in there, and for probably an hour and a half, just helped him tear down wallpaper in his apartment. And we got it all tore down pretty quickly, and we had a fun time talking to him, getting to know where he was from, and what he was up to, what he did for a living, older guy. And at the end, he just was so happy that we'd come to help him that he's like, I've got something for you. We're like, no, really, it's okay. We're just here to service. And he opens his little fridge and pulls out 2 beers and says, I want to give these to you. We're like, actually, we don't drink alcohol. And I think he might offer us cigarettes at that point. Like, we don't smoke. He's like, okay, well, what do you want? It's like, I want to know what you guys do. And so we sat down and we just started talking to him about the church a little bit, introduced Joseph Smith, I think, and then from there we came back the next week, helped him more with his remodel of his apartment with the wallpapering, and I think we'd actually given him a little picture of Joseph Smith, and he'd hung it up on his wall. And we started teaching him about the word of wisdom because he was really interested in why we didn't drink and smoke. And he committed to live it, and the next week we came back and he'd already made huge progress in quitting smoking, and he'd read through Mosiah and the Book of Mormon, and then he started coming to church, and he just had phenomenal progress. But it all started with a little bus conversation, just telling him that we're here to serve, and it was a funny moment. I remember him pulling out those beers. I'll never forget that. And that's honestly probably what helped trigger his interest when he realized that we were different than everyone else.